glory and excitement of breaching into the unknown, of lighting the darkness. But it is harder to stare into the face of the cost. That all of our progress is built on top of the lives of those who dared. And that we owe them the courage to continue our work in their memory.
Thank you, Sarah. If anyone else would like to say a few words. Thank you. If anyone else wants to say something. I hope this is all okay. Between fixing things up and sending out messengers and getting all the paperwork done. Good. Sorry, if I talk any longer, I'm gonna start crying.
I thought maybe I would come up with something to say, but I've got nothing. So, instead, I thought I would quote something that gave me comfort a long time ago. Is God real? The more proper question would be, is reality divine? Existence itself is a mystery which yearns to be uncovered. What is goodness but a comparison to the good? What is existence but a participation in being? For where the diversity of the universe inspires awe and wonder, it exists only in contrast to a simplicity so pure that it may only be understood as primordial and even divine. Our essence is what was imagined by its mind, but what we consider imagining and what we consider mind are in fact so far beyond our understanding that even these metaphors are like the tiny white caps on a massive searching sea. There's more, but those are the parts that speak to me the most. Thank you.
That was really thoughtful, Mateo. Thank you. Does anyone else want to say anything?
I don't often speak about what I believe in. It seems so redundant with how I live. But death is one of those occasions where it's hard not to look inward. Our friend is gone. There's no afterlife or second meetings. No God in heaven that is curating a perfect ending for me. So it's up to us. We are what lives on. If the pain of loss inspires us to greater action, then that is the good that comes from it. Humanity is what truly creates our world. We are the ones that judge things to be good or evil, joyful or mournful. Let us take responsibility for it. Let us remember what we have lost.
Walter, are you part of the House of Enlightenment? I never knew that.
Yes, well, I like to keep some things private.
You all might not like thinking about this, but when we die, everything about us breaks down, decomposes, gets eaten up by insects and microbes. Or due to the lack of a biosphere, we are simply carried away by space and time until we sizzle in a distant sun's corona or get pulled in some gravitational field and coalesce with other debris. Not comforting, huh? But I disagree. Do you know what I find uncomfortable? The thought that after I die, the universe is just going to stand still forever. Could you imagine? The fact is that the universe goes on, that life goes on, that things do not just sit still. That right there is the comfort that I need. Yeah, we die, and some people go way before they should. But the universe doesn't care. Not because it's evil, but because it's infinite, ever expanding. And who wouldn't want to be a part of infinity? Even if it's just for a short while. Listen, we don't worry about ourselves before we were born, do we? Of course not. We emerge from the universe as we return to it. And for one beautiful moment, we are here together.
Yes, that certainly was an interesting perspective, Barrett.
You know, what you're feeling right now is a chemical reaction. Never seems to work for me. No matter how many times I do this, I feel less attached. Well, look at us. Two lone wolves howling at the moon on the same night. You know, if there's one piece of advice I can actually give you, it's that lost loved ones have a way of coming back to you. One day you'll be sweeping out some old shelf or digging through a desk, and there it'll be. Some old paperweight of theirs, or a piece of jewelry they gave you, half-jokingly. Theoretically, of course. You're welcome.
Chat for a bit?
When you're not busy,
Nope.
let's chat.
You don't believe in the afterlife, do you?
Yes.
Won't we all? Well, I've taken up enough of your time. Oh, sorry. Lost in thought.
Hey, how are you holding up? Just don't forget to take time for yourself. We'll get through this. It might feel like everything's falling apart, but that's why we need to stick together. Anytime. When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss. A loss is always hard. Constellation will get through this together. Like always. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Take care of yourself. A loss is always hard. Constellation will get through this.
I hope this was enough.
Like always.
It's pretty simple.
I am told these types of gatherings are a sad occasion. I appreciate you verifying my analysis, although I am certain my thanks will do little to improve your current psychological trauma. If you would like, though, I can add some consoling language. It will take some time to adapt. I will note that feedback for later.
Hi. So many people here. So many people saying goodbye. Is this supposed to make everything okay? It's just... it doesn't change anything, does it? I I just feel like I want to be a million light years away from everyone. I want to be alone for a while.
You one of Sam's constellation people? Lillian Hart. He probably never mentioned me. I mean, I'm sorry. That was a terrible thing to say. Cora's mother, Sam's ex. Look, I don't know who I should speak to about this, but Cora and I talked, and she's coming to live with me. That's a generous offer. But I've wanted more time with my daughter for years, not under circumstances like this. We'll be leaving soon, so say your goodbyes to her. If...
I don't really feel like talking.
Drink? Pour one out to the blackest sea? Two old friends. May their goat? Aye.
My boy. Should be me buried in the ground. All I ever wanted to do was protect him. But no, he was out the door as soon as he could.
It almost feels wrong to be grieving. It's just easier to feel guilty, if you'll excuse me.
Everyone is in mourning. I have seen death. I have lost people I considered close. But this is... it is not the same. I am not sure I am making sense. Thank you.